Guys, so welcome to a new video of Growth Traders. So in this video we shall be looking at the global markets and analyzing our Nifty and Bank Nifty for the upcoming trading sessions, and we shall also be looking at the sectors, right? So which sector is performing better as opposed to the other sectors. All right, so let's get into this without any further delay. So yes, you can see here the first chart which I have on my screen is of course the S&P 500. All right, so just have a look at its daily time frame. So yes, we can actually observe that the price has reversed from a major trend line resistance. So yes, the price has not been able to break this resistance. There was a good upside movement near this trend line, as you can see here, but this movement did not sustain, right? So yes, there was some kind of a short term uptrend forming up in the charts. As you can see here, this was an uptrending price action, and right now it is actually near a major level, right? It's real near a very crucial level. As you can see that if the prices break this low, right, break this previous day low, then we are heading downwards. Obviously we are heading downwards to fill this gap first of all, right? So if this gap gets filled, right, now just have a look at your daily time frame. You can see that there is a good downside movement possible, isn't it? So yes, that is what needs to be addressed here. Why? Because if such a correction comes in the S&P 500, then obviously the global markets may enter into a correction mode once again. All right, so have a look at the Dow Jones, right? So yes, you can see that in case of the Dow Jones as well, my analysis remains pretty much the same. Dow Jones looks far more, you know strong as compared to the S&P 500, because it has tested this resistance area as opposed to the S&P 500, and right now it has given a pullback to the 21 period exponential moving average on our daily time frame. So yes, if I again switch to the 1 hourly time frame, you can see that the prices have sold off from this high. It has broken this previous low, right, and it is trading near this support area. Now what needs to be considered here is, if the prices break this previous day low, then we can observe this gap getting filled, and eventually if this gets filled, I am pretty much sure that this support will also get broken. Why so? It's because the prices will gain momentum on the downside. All right, so yes, the US markets are actually near a very important level, right? So if the prices manage to sustain above it, or if the prices give some upside movement and trade near these areas, then obviously things may turn out to be decently good for the near term, especially for the bulls. But if the prices undergo a further correction, then there can be some trouble happening around here. All right, so that was of course your Dow Jones and S&P 500. Now let's come down to Nifty. All right, so the US markets have been weaker, right? US markets have been much weaker than our domestic markets. This can be seen very clearly from Nifty. You can see that Nifty has broken its previous all-time high. It made a high of about the 18,888 level. Now from there on there has been a correction, right? So yes, you can see that the prices have topped out at around this level, and right now it has sold off till around 18,551, right? So yes, the prices have given a closing of around the 18,560 mark today. So considering the short term price action, the prices are still very bullish, to be honest. All right, so this can just be a decent enough retracement, if not a major correction. All right, so you can see here that the prices can easily retrace till this level, right? So that's around the 18,450 mark. So that's the major support zone as of the short term, right? So if the prices manage to sustain above this, or if the prices bounce from here, right, and eventually breaks 18,600 and sustains above it, then we can again witness Nifty to test its all-time high. All right, so what is to be considered here is that the Dow Jones and the S&P 500, right, both are pretty weak, right? If I show you the chart of Nasdaq as well, so that is also very weak, right? So you can see that Nasdaq, it is trading much higher than the lows, but again, it was not able to sustain this upside movement, and it has formed this range, and if it breaks this range low, then we can see it reaching the bottom again, right? So yes, the US market is a bit weak right now. That's what is the point of concern, right? So if the prices does not manage to sustain above the support areas and breaks those areas and falls, then obviously we are not going to see Nifty, maybe testing the all-time high again, right? Why so? Because the FIIs have also been selling for the past three trading sessions. There is an important event that, the Gujarat election results are to be announced tomorrow. So yes, that is also a point of concern. Even the RBI rate hike did happen today. It was, nothing out of the expectation. So there was not no big movement as such, but yeah, post the RBI policy, there was some selling pressure both in Nifty and Bank Nifty, but the prices again reversed from this previous day low and again made a decent high, after which it fell again in the last half an hour. So yes, it has been a very volatile trading session. And looking at the India VIX as well, right? So it has been rising for the past days, right? You can see here that the India VIX rose by about 0.25%, not a big movement as such. So yes, considering the US market, so the US market is pretty weak, right? So yes, the best thing we could expect there is a sideways movement, right? So if the US market manages to be sideways, then obviously our domestic markets are going to outperform the US markets. All right, so yes, Nifty, that was my analysis on Nifty. If I show you the chart of Bank Nifty, so Bank Nifty was pretty strong for the past few sessions, right? It has formed this range, right? So since 24th of November, you can see that the prices have formed this range, right? If I mark this range, it is a very sideways kind of a scenario, right? So yes, again, if the prices break this range on either of the side, then we can expect a good movement, right? So on the buy side, it is a bit difficult. Why? Because the Nifty is not supporting, right? But on the sell side, yes, it is possible, and the prices may retrace till around this level. All right, the 42,200 is an important support zone. 42,600 is an important support zone. So yes, the prices may retrace till that, right? If I look at the daily time frame as well, so the prices have overstretched. That is a point of concern, and the prices may come down to test the 21 period exponential moving average anytime soon. All right, so that is the bearish scenario. Again, if I were to talk on a bullish bias, then obviously just wait for the prices to break out this range, then we can go for a long setup, right? But that long is not going to probably sustain for long. Why? Because if the global markets don't help, then this would be a small movement on the upside. So yes, so rather, in order for us to enter on a positional long basis, we have to wait for the prices to give a decent correction, right? So if the prices give a decent correction and retraces to a major support zone, like in case of Nifty, you have the 18,450 and or the 18,400 mark. All right, so if the prices manage to retrace till that level and sustain above that, then we can plan out for a positional long setup at around that level for the target of the all-time high. All right, so that is my view on Nifty and Bank Nifty both. All right, now talking about sectors, right? So CNX IT, again, thanks to Nasdaq being really weak for the past few sessions, the CNX IT has reversed from its high, and again it is trading near a support area. You can see here that today also it has gone down after falling about 1.5% on the previous day, right? So yes, CNX IT is very weak. So if the prices again don't manage to sustain above the previous high around this, then things are not likely to be really great for the IT stocks. Although again, the short term uptrend is maintained, right? So till the time the prices don't break this previous low, we are in an uptrend. All right, that is a point to be noted. All right, so that was my view on Nifty Bank Nifty, right? So let's see, tomorrow is an expiry, so we are likely to see some trending movements on an intraday basis, and we'd like to capture them, obviously. All right, so that was my view on Nifty Bank Nifty and the global markets. Let's see how this goes. See you guys in our next video. Join our Telegram channel, the link is in the description. If you want to join our course as well, the details are mentioned below. All right, guys, thank you for watching. Like and subscribe.